All right, away we go on a Monday as we kick off a new week. Should be a lot of people listening and watching this because, quite frankly, what the hell else are you doing in this weather? What up, Al?
Oh, hi there, Jerry. One of the things, anytime it like snows, like the way it snowed around here, the sheer amount of snow, I always just think, like, how does this disappear? Like, how
When
long?
it melts and seeps into the ground.
Yeah, like, but how long is that going to take?
This is going to be a while because of the temperatures. Like, we're going to have, and if it snows again next weekend, you're going to have snow on top of frozen snow.
Let's hope it doesn't snow next weekend and it's just this.
Yeah.
But there are piles and piles of ice.
I know.
Like,
where's it go?
Yeah, like
you better hope the salt melts it. I don't know.
In 3 weeks, is there still going to be a patch somewhere?
Oh, there could be, sure.
Absolutely, right?
If we don't get any sort of a warming trend and we stay in the teens and 20s, ain't going anywhere.
I had bragged on Twitter earlier this week that I have a shovel that is, I've had the shovel for 25 years.
Okay.
My parents gave me one of their old shovels when I moved back here 25 years ago. And I'm still using that shovel. When I was bragging about it, people were, that's impossible. That's because you live in a condo, you don't shovel. For whatever reason, every time it snows, I'm at Gina's house. So she's got a driveway.
You're helping. You should be there.
I'm helping, yes. Even then, sometimes I like to shovel before the condo people get it together to get it shoveled if I need to get in and out of my thing. So like, well, that's impossible. I got to tell you, I put that shovel to the test this weekend. And this morning, as I was trying to chop the ice with it,
you broke it?
I didn't break it.
It's teetering.
But I'm not confident.
Yeah.
I like how I was being very cocky with my 25-year-old shovel. I feel like in those instances, some people will have, and I don't have this because I don't have a yard, with those really hard, like, dirt shovels. Like if you're really digging into the dirt.
Right through the windshield.
No, not from the windshield, but
okay.
like on the ground to break up the frozen stuff.
Well, that's what I'm going home to. Like when I left I think I wound up leaving this morning. I usually leave right at 3. I think I left at 2:25 this morning, something maybe 2:30. And I could not get over. There was like 2-3 inches of ice, like, or whatever you want to call it. When I went to sleep, when I went to bed last night, which wasn't much of a night, I think it was 8:30 or 8:45, I had just done the snow, like the driveway was clear. I couldn't believe when I got up and I opened the garage, like, what the hell is that now?
Yeah. Do you have one of those hard shovels, like where?
For sure. I got to get to the shed to get it. But yes,
absolutely. Right, you got to get to the shed to get it.
I got a few of them.
So before the storm hit, YouTube offered up to me a video that I thought I might like, and I actually really liked it. Unfortunately, I didn't take all the advice in the thing, but it was a guy. It had 7 million views.
Wow.
It was just a regular dude, how to prepare your car for a snowstorm.
Okay. I think I've seen this.
Yeah, this is pretty good. A couple things that I hadn't thought about. One I did do. He said you take a Ziploc bag, a big Ziploc bag, and put them on your side view mirrors and seal it up.
This way you don't get ice on the mirrors.
Don't get ice on the mirrors. I did that. It worked tremendously. The other thing he suggested was that you put garbage bags on your windshield or get one of those. They make the windshield
covers.
Yeah. I'm 100% buying one
and
of those.
And you pull it right off.
I'm 100% buying one of those because that took me a lot of time this morning.
It does. Sure does.
When it was solid ice. So that was a good one. What I didn't do, because I didn't have this product around, is he took like I believe it was silicone spray.
Mm-hmm.
He said silicone spray, like it deters water, whatever, repels water.
The ices?
It repels water.
Oh.
So what you do is you spray it. If you still have a car where you have to put a key into the door, you spray it in there. You put some on a rag and you do it on the inside of your door, the seal of the inside of your door. And if there's no moisture in there, which this dissipates, it can't freeze.
There you go.
And I had a frozen door this morning.
I do have the can of de-icer that works. Unbelievable.
Do you have the kind that comes in the can that has a scraper on the can?
Yeah. That yellow can.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
It's tremendous product. I don't know what the hell it's made out of, but
does it do even thick?
No,
I'm saying even thick ice will it get through?
I don't. You know what? I don't know. I've only used it when the doors are like frozen shut.
Oh,
I'm not
you haven't
sure
sprayed
about
it on
that.
the windshield?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
That I haven't done because I've never really had to. I put the you blast the defroster, and then with the ice scraper, I just go to town on the bottom. And once that starts coming apart, the whole thing comes apart.
Yeah.
So I always make sure I got gloves. That's the one thing because in the past I've been one of these morons that goes out without gloves, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I feel relatively prepared at home. I tell you what, though, I went through a lot of. The one thing I got to get more rock salt. I mean, I went through, and I thought I went on. I told you I went on Wednesday trying to be like prepared before the.
Yeah.
Every place was packed on Wednesday. I got what I could get, and still, it is what it is. I need more.
Another tip this guy had was, which I did, which is to back into your driveway.
Okay,
so that
you pull straight out.
You can pull out. If you're pulling into a street, you have better visibility.
Sure.
And I always thought too, like if you have any type of, I just feel like a car drives better going forward, more traction than going backwards.
And your peripheral vision is much better.
Yeah,
that is true.
So that was a good one. I thought the guy had some really good tips, and he had such a cool video because he goes, I live in a place where we get a lot of snow. Meanwhile, there was already a lot of snow.
Yeah.
And he goes, we're going to get hit with a storm. So he's showing you everything he does. He goes, and then in the morning, this is what you do. And he goes, I'm going to snap my fingers to show you that. And he snapped his fingers. His cars were covered in snow because it was the next morning.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was really cool. I love when like that thing hit 7 million videos, 7 million views. It didn't have any graphics in it. He did it.
It was just a guy telling you, talking you through different fixes for the snow.
And real things that you could really use.
Yeah, I've absolutely seen that video.
Yeah. And then because I watched that one, I was getting everybody's car tips for the winter. And a lot of them were repetitive.
Yeah.
The one interesting one about the Ziploc bag is some mirrors are so gigantic, shower cap.
Oh, okay.
Worked for some of these guys.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It's something, Jerry.
I will tell you, I wasn't thinking that you were at Gina's. And every time I went outside yesterday, I'm not even joking. I went out at 9 because my theory is there are some people that like to wait till it's completely over.
Yeah.
But that can be overwhelming.
I did what you did.
So I went out at 9. I went out at 12. I went out at 3. I went out at 5:30. I went out at 7:45. I mean, and every time I'm thinking, that son of a bitch is sitting there in the condo. We didn't have to do any of this.
Oh, no, I was doing all of it.
I did not give any thought to the fact that you were at Gina's.
And I was actually so bored being in the house doing nothing. And the dog wouldn't even go out because she didn't know where to walk.
Yeah.
I kept going out to shovel just to.
Where are you going? Shovel.
Yeah, shovel.
Why?
Shovel.
I got a shovel.
And then right before I went to sleep, I got my car completely cleaned off. And then in that overnight is when the rain, sleet,
ice,
and all that
mixture.
stuff.
Yeah, it sucks.
I found a really interesting guy on YouTube on Saturday. This must have been.
Okay.
His name is Max Velocity. Weather guy.
Lord.
He was running a live weather stream covering the storm because the storm was from down in Texas, so it was like 2,000 miles.
Yeah,
or something.
slow moving too.
So this guy was covering everything. He did an unbelievable job. He had weather maps built into the computer program he was using.
Do this stuff. So it's very impressive when they're good at it.
He had another a much younger guy who was also, I guess, a weather enthusiast named Mr. Dibble. He was checking in also, Jerry, with his stuff. And then they had not only the maps up there with the live radar, he had different, like you were mentioning, webcams that you can see like all over the country, different things.
Well, I was watching the Turnpike and the Parkway.
Yeah, so this guy had different towns along the way of where the storm was going. And so those were on the bottom. You got all these webcams going. You got the radar going.
Yep.
He's taking calls from super chats, Jerry, where people were paying to be a part of his program.
I don't understand this stuff.
He goes like this at one point, Jerry. He's like, no. He goes, oh, and thank you to Carol in Kentucky just sent me $50. What?
Dude, I know.
I would never think to send a live YouTube streamer $50.
Neither would I. In no way, shape, or form.
And he didn't even go nuts. He didn't be like, holy crap, this one. He was like, appreciate the $50. As if
he probably gets a bunch of them.
Because he's getting them all day long.
And I always tell you, though, that's the thing that always frustrates me, that you see all these people are shelling out money for all these things. We try and sell a T-shirt that might make $4. People are yelling at us, you pigs. My God.
Yeah.
We're not begging you for money on PayPal. Like, come on. So funny.
Yeah, so that was some wild stuff, man.
By the way, I am looking at the New Jersey Turnpike cams right now.
Oh, how clear are they?
It's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, it does not look like there's cars driving. I'll look at the parkway too.
How's the quality of the camera?
Very clear. Very clear. I found these yesterday. They've done a nice job updating these.
That's good. I'm sick of all those cameras that you can't see.
Come over here real quick.
All right, Jerry.
Just take a look at this camera. This is near, when you come over here, this is the Garden State Parkway near Saraville. So this might be the bridge that I can't tell. Look at the cars.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's very good. Now, if I take it lower, it looks even clearer.
Yeah.
But if you take it full screen, I mean, cars are moving.
What's the Turnpike one?
The Turnpike one is the same website. So I got to get it somewhere by us here. Interchange 2, East Brunswick here, near the, oh, that's not a good one. There you go. That's a good shot. That's an exit and entry ramp, which is what you'd be concerned about, but it's fine. So all of these cams look pretty good.
I had one of these cuts this morning. I didn't realize. I got to work. And my pants, I was wearing my rain pants, Jerry.
Yeah.
My pants had a lot of blood on them. I was like, what the hell? I had sliced my finger.
Oh, wow. You sure did. Damn. That's a pretty good cut.
It had to be either on the ice or on my shovel, my metal shovel that I was bragging about.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I got that. What if I bled to death on my way in?
Well, I think someone, that would have sucked.
It was one of those things that looks way worse than it is.
Like when you get, like when I cut the golf ball.
Yeah.
The amount of blood that gushed out, it's like, and as you say, it was a couple stitches. They were like, you were fine. Like, I was fine. I thought it was bleeding out on the golf
you're going to
course.
bleed out.
You never know. You never know. So.
And then the other thing to think of is, like you said, like no matter where you go in your car now, like the road's probably going to be clear. But when you get to your location, where do you
park?
Where?
This is my anxiety now.
Yeah.
We lucked out today.
Yes.
Now, what do we do tomorrow?
Right.
And I took my wife's truck today. Not that it's this big, I don't have the Expedition anymore that she had. It's a smaller SUV that I don't think it's even all-wheel drive. I think it's front-wheel drive. But now I got to go back to my little car tomorrow. What do I do?
Yeah.
Like, it's a problem.
Yeah, it is a problem. I like when you go in these situations to like a bigger strip mall.
Mm-hmm.
And with a big parking lot, and you see like
the mounds.
Looks like a pyramid of ice that'll sit in that parking lot
until April.
April, May.
It might.
You could go climb that Memorial Day weekend, Jerry. It'll still be there.
You might be right.
Yeah.
That's how we'll celebrate Eddie's retirement. We're going to go skiing down the mountains in the strip malls.
Do you like that we get the warnings for snowstorms, or do you wish it was like caveman days where like all of a sudden you're like, this is beautiful out today. And then tomorrow it's just like, boom.
No, I think you need to know. I mean, think about how many people didn't have, like when I went to Lowe's or Home Depot the other day, one guy was buying 9 shovels. I don't know what he's doing 9 shovels, but like there are people out there that are ill prepared.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a good thing for someone to wake up with 5 inches of snow in their driveway or 10 inches of snow, and they ain't got salt, they ain't got shovels, they ain't got a snowblower.
Right.
You are then trapped in your home. So no, I don't. It's good that we have the warnings. And they nailed it. In fairness to they did. They really hit this one. They did.
They nailed it. And you're right. The other funny thing though about being prepared is you may have some of this equipment, but if it's in your shed, how you getting to it?
You got to go, John. I mean, I had to go walk out there. So my snowblower ran out of gas the first time. I didn't realize I didn't fill it up. I had to go trek back there, and I got in, I got it, and I got the gasoline. But man, what a pain in the butt.
I would love to be the snowblower guy. That's the hero of the neighborhood.
That's my neighbor, Rich,
who goes down the whole.
So he's a town cop, really nice guy. He goes and he's got a monstrosity of a snowblower. And he goes across the street. They're older, a nice older couple.
That's what I want to do.
Take care of their driveway. Now I have an older couple to my right, but their son, who's I think my age, like lives with them because they're really older. So I did their sidewalk for them a few times. Like I got up this morning, no one touched their driveway. Like, and I know the son's truck is there.
Yeah.
And they're cool. What they have, and this is why I don't worry about them, especially if I see his truck there. They have a 4-wheeler. And they put a plow on the 4-wheeler. I watched them. I'm jealous.
Yeah, that's cool.
better than a snowblower.
Yeah, it's better than a snowblower.
That is tremendous.
Yeah, I would love to just play the hero once, just to go down the.
I'm well aware. I know.
'Cause the other weird thing, like I live in this beach community, as Gina does, and for a lot of people, it's their second home.
Right.
Ain't nobody down there, and they don't
Leave it.
hire someone to look after their
Yeah. If there's no one in the
snow
house,
shovel.
I'd leave it.
No, I'm saying, but they're not supposed to leave it as the homeowner. I think it's I don't know if
Oh,
it's
the
a
whole sidewalk
law
thing?
or what the.
You
It's
know,
never enforced.
no, and I understand it, and I did snow blow the sidewalk several times yesterday, but I will tell you, it's a mess right now,
Yeah.
and I don't know how I'm breaking up all
Oh
that
yeah.
ice
Now
now.
it's a sheet of ice.
Right. Man, but it's my driveway.
I have to Google what's the best snow shovel for your back. I'm gonna talk to Grok about this later.
A 15-year-old that can
Just
do
hire.
it for you.
I will say this time, I didn't see any kids walking around looking for
Yeah.
to shovel for cash. But in the Bradley Beach Facebook group, and maybe this is on Facebook groups across the area, Jerry, there were multiple people looking to either shovel or run errands for you or pick things up at the store.
Very nice.
As like I know it's a service. They're not looking to do it for free.
Sure. I tried to run to the store yesterday.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what the roads were like. And I saw some cars out. So I'm like, it can't be that bad. But B, we also needed a couple of things. Not that it was the biggest, we weren't in that much of need, but it was an excuse to get out and just to see
See what's
roads
going
were
on.
like. There was nothing in my town open except for Chipotle. I swear to God. They were open in one gas station. Everything else, I was stunned. Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, they were all closed.
Wow.
Everything was closed. I was shocked.
Yeah, I do think about that. And it's like, well, they have to count on their employees to get there.
All right.
And the employees are not going to go for a couple bucks an hour. Although I think if you like really need your money, you will have to go.
It comes back to, and I understand what Sean was saying at the end of our show. What is the point?
Sean Marash called in to yell at Boomer.
Like, honestly, what is the point? I totally get that Gio and Boomer want to be in the same room together. It's a better show. But like Sean said, and I do agree with him, we'll be back here tomorrow. We'll do a show again tomorrow. And while the show may not be the quality that it would be, we're still going to do a show. You're still going to hear our voices. Like, what is the big deal?
Yeah, it'll survive for one day.
We're not doing it. We're not saying let's do it for 3 months. I mean, hell, we survived for 1.5 years with COVID. We did fine. What is 4 hours? And for me, I don't like leaving my wife. I got a 21-year-old. He can handle things. I'm not saying he can't, but you feel a responsibility of like, I'm just leaving them. And I don't have the Gio's got the kick-on generator if something goes wrong. I don't have that. So had my one concern was that we were going to lose power in the middle of the night, I'm going to be here. And it's going to be 15 degrees in the house.
Right.
That's a little bit of a concern, but I also felt like the roads were okay. And so be it.
Yeah, I was I'm going to say maybe Thursday when we were talking about this storm, I was like, and they're like, oh, maybe they'll get us hotel rooms. And I was like, I'm not getting a hotel room. I said, if I can't get in, I'm not coming in.
Right.
And of course, that all changed in our discussion. I was like, oh, man. But even then, like the hotel, the company did get a hotel room that they had one reserved for me. I let them know Sunday, I guess late morning, that I wasn't going to go there because it was
worse.
It was a snowstorm going on.
Right.
And I was like, why am I driving through the snowstorm to get to the hotel so that I don't have to drive through the snowstorm tomorrow? You know what I mean? And they kept saying on the news that it was going to end at 9:00.
Yeah. Last night.
Yeah. Everything was going to. So I was like, you know what? By 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Right. You give those workers do a hell of a job.
Yeah.
You give them 5-6 hours, they're going to get some roads clear.
Yeah. I would think so.
Not as clear as I thought.
Yes.
But they did a good job.
They at least, like, it's funny on the highways. If the road's not fully clear, the middle lane is always good.
Yes.
Right.
And I also made a rookie mistake today. I know better. I know on the turnpike, cars, trucks, buses are always more clear than the cars. But I opted for the cars only lane. I don't know why. You know me. I always take the truck lanes.
Yeah, you love to fight the trucks and the buses.
And there were spots on that turnpike that weren't clear. And I'm looking over and it was blacktop on the other side. I'm like, you son of a, I knew better. I just made a rookie mistake, and I'm not a rookie.
Yeah. See, I never go that.
I know you don't. I know.
I don't like to fight, and I'm always worried about the trucks and big giant sheets of ice falling off the top of it.
It's a very real thing. Absolutely. So
imagine going that way.
No.
Like I get impaled by a large sheet of ice that fell off the top of a 18-wheeler.
Let's knock on wood. We got to get home.
This is plastic.
All right, relax.
That's not
there's
gonna
wood
work.
underneath. Knock on it.
What do you expect for your ride in tomorrow? Everything back to normal other than looking for parking?
Yeah, I would think another 24. I didn't think it was that awful today, quite frankly.
Yeah.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't awful. Looking at the roads now, I think the biggest thing tomorrow will be black ice.
Yes.
You know, I don't know what the temperature is supposed to be overnight, but I don't think it's going to be warm. So that's kind of it. Take it slow, get here, and then parking is going to be a pain in the ass.
What is your theory as far as you're on the highway, you're on the parkway or the turnpike? It looks clear, but it's 15 degrees out. What speed are you going at? Because you feel like
I
the
don't know.
road's clear, but it's wet, could be icy.
I don't know. That's a
whatever
feel
you're
thing.
comfortable with.
Yeah, it's a feel thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
same
I ain't
way.
doing 70. I can tell you that.
Yeah. But I tell you, what a difference when you're not doing 70 and you're used to doing 70 to go into work.
Takes longer.
And the timing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it takes me this long to get to work? No, you're doing 45, dummy. You're normally doing 70.
I looked at it this way. I know I live like 38 miles from here.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, if I do 35 miles an hour, I'll be there in an hour and 10 minutes.
Right.
That's fine. Take my time. I'll listen to Tommy, and it's what it is. And it's kind of, it wasn't that long, but it was an hour.
Yeah.
It was an hour for me instead of was usually 40 minutes. It was a solid, maybe it was an hour 5. It was.
Yeah.
I'm just more concerned now that I'm going to be able to get my car out. I think I'm fine where I parked, but who knows?
Okay. Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, man, if I didn't have trouble getting out of the driveway this morning, it would have been almost like a normal ride in. Man, Subaru let me down, Jerry.
I know you wanted to climb over those snow mountains.
I've had a Subaru for a while now. I've never really had the opportunity to climb over something. And in fact, I really was preparing myself this weekend. There's a button on near the shifter called X mode, and it's got a Subaru on mountain. So I even Googled this over the weekend. I go, hey, what's this X mode? Oh, you feeling stuck in the snow, in the mud, in the sand? You put this on, you'd be climbing right out of there. I put it on.
Not so much.
Then I put it in reverse. Nothing. Forward.
You must have been a prize this morning. You were great at 5 o'clock.
I actually was surprisingly calm.
You were.
Because sometimes
you throw your arms up in the air.
Sometimes things are so comical. Right. Like the fact that the whole car is in the ice and the door, I'm like, oh, I didn't really think about the doors not getting it.
Uh-oh.
And then just scraping and nothing's coming off.
It's so stupid you laugh.
Yeah, you have to laugh.
That's all you can do. So funny.
Gina even came out at it'd be like 1:45, 2 o'clock.
Okay.
She came out and was trying to help me get my car out. That was nice of her.
Very in the morning.
Yeah.
Wow. That's very.
She
nice
must have heard the and the.
He's going to be pissed. Let me go help.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah, I got to use my stuff, but man, I got to get me some of that de-icer with the scraper built in.
Yes, you do.
You got to spray that on the windshield.
Yeah, you'll run through it very quickly, but you're right. I mean, it definitely does help.
I was just trying to think of we used to sell all this stuff in drug fair.
I think it's called Prestone.
Yes. Same stuff.
Yep.
We used to sell all this stuff in drug fair when I worked at drug fair, and we had the automotive department. Yeah. We even had the ones that were for the keyholes that looked like a tube of crazy glue, and it fit in there, and you shot the silicone stuff right in there.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, Jerry. I suggest you go follow Max Velocity on Twitter. YouTube.
I'm probably not
on
going
YouTube.
to, but
It's terrific. This is what I was down to since I don't have television. I was watching Max Velocity.
At least YouTube's got millions and millions of things you can watch. You'll be fine.
Sure does. Sure does, Jerry. All right, Jerry, let's do the warm-up program. We did that in person today. We made it. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 a.m.
Hopefully.
So